In my experience, over the last 10 years or so, working with dozens, if not hundreds of authors and thought leaders, I believe there's three markets, really broadly speaking, for content. And I want to walk you through them real quickly and hope that you learn something from that. First market is consumer. The consumer market is typically content, self-help content, diet content, get-rich-quick content, things that a consumer, meaning an individual, will buy. If you're not sure if it's consumer or not, ask yourself, if you were a middle manager at a company such as Procter & Gamble and IBM, would you have the audacity to expense that purchase to your boss, right? So things like Susie Orman, things like David Allen Bach, things like Tony Robbins are typically consumer content. It's not a judgment, it's not good, it's not bad, it's consumer content. The next market is what I call the SMB market, small and mid-sized business market, typically known as the entrepreneurial market. In that market, there's several different sub-markets. There are people thinking about potentially becoming entrepreneurs. There are solopreneurs. There are folks that are running pretty large and substantial businesses. They may be members of groups like EO or Vistage or YPO, and they may have even already sold that company to a larger firm, but they're still entrepreneurial and running that group and that division. Then you've got the classic Fortune 1000, government agency, global nonprofit, the classic B2B sale. So again, three markets. You have consumer, small and mid-sized business, and you have B2B. You can be in two of those markets at once, but they've got to be next to each other. Okay, so that means you can be in B2B and SMB simultaneously with different products at different price points, at different value props, or you can be in consumer and SMB at the same time. This tends to be more personality driven, more emotional driven in terms of the buying cycle of the buyer, where the B2B tends to be a little bit more practical, logical, left brain versus right brain. So those are the three markets for content. Think about that as you're putting your stuff out into the marketplace and where you're deciding on where you want to go and developing your strategy. Thank you.